Welcome to TheMan Games. In today's video we are looking at some of the new WCW creations off the community creations that you need to download. If you are a new watcher of TheMan Games, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you're clicking that thumbs up button and drop us a comment down below and let us know what you thought of today's video. So first of all, we're looking at this creation of Elix Skipper, and the true creator of this is AssiStyle #39771. And the hashtags to find this Elix Skipper will be Elix Skipper Primetime, WCW, or AssiStyle. And next up, I'm probably going to butcher this name because I've never been able to pronounce it properly ever. Blitzerkredge, maybe? Yeah, might be right, might be wrong, I don't know. And the true creator of this is Wcw Caws, #65744. And the hashtags to find this creation are Blitzerkredge, WCW, or Cruiserweight. So yeah, I do remember this guy from WCW. I remember watching him wrestle at one of the Spring Stampedes, but yeah, never been able to say his name properly, unfortunately. And next up we have this creation of Sting, and the true creator of this is Rogers, #14197. And the hashtags to find this creation of Sting will be Sting, WCW, or NWA. And next up we have this creation of Psychosis, and the true creator of this is Liliana, #08846, and the hashtags to find this creation will be Psychosis, AAA, or WCW. And you also get an unmasked version of Psychosis, as you can see on screen now. And next up we have this creation of Hulk Hogan. So this is Hulk Hogan without the facial hair. I'm pretty sure this was before he joined the NWO, but he was going through a bit of a strange period of time, I think. And the true creator of this is Kel's Creations, #36784. And the hashtags to find this Hulk Hogan will be Kel's Creation, WCW Project, or Hulk Hogan Darkside. And next we have this creation of Mean Gene Okerlund, and the true creator of this is King of the Ring, #19312. And the hashtags to find this Gene Okerlund will be WWF Legend or King of the Ring 309. So I know Mean Gene is in WWF attire here, but he was in WCW, so he kind of does fit into this category as well. I just thought it was a really good version of him and thought, you know, he needs to be included in today's video. And next up we got Who Better Than Canyon? And the true creator of this is Beast Takeover Ultra, #02139. And the hashtags to find this Canyon will be JG310 Canyon or WCW by JG310. And next up we have this creation of Lance Storm, and the true creator of this is DRM Creets, #50093. And the hashtags to find this Lance Storm will be Lance Storm, WCW, or ECW. And next up we have this creation of Vampiro, and the true creator of this is Forsaken, #56976. And the hashtags to find this Vampiro will be Forsaken710, Vampiro, or WCW. And next up we have this creation of Kenny Chaos, and the true creator of this is Core, #04740. And the hashtags to find this creation will be WCW, Kenny Chaos, or Apex Plaz. And next up we have this DDP in Lepaka attire, and the true creator of this is QuedyFN, #02110. And the hashtags to find this DDP will be Diamond Dallas Page, WCW, or Macho Man Randy Savage. And next up we have this creation here of Scott Steiner, and the true creator of this is Abominal75, #83790. And the hashtags to find this Scott Steiner are Scott Steiner, WCW, or NWO. And next up you have this creation of Kevin Nash in his debut in WCW attire. And the true creator of this is Halloween, #27772. And the hashtags to find this Kevin Nash will be Kevin Nash, NWO, or Halloween. So you also get these other free attires by downloading this Kevin Nash also. And next up we have this creation of Scott Hall, and this is another Halloween #27772 creation, and the hashtags to find this Scott Hall will be Scott Hall, NWO, or Halloween. So this is in his debut attire on Nitro, and you also get these 3 other attires also. And next up we have this Rey Mysterio, and the true creator of this is Halloween WCW #5994, and the hashtags to find this Rey Mysterio will be Rey Mysterio 619 or Halloween. So by downloading this Rey Mysterio you get these other 3 attires also. And next up we have this version of DDP, and the true creator of this is Halloween Plus #17587. And the hashtags to find this DDP will be Diamond Dallas Page, WCW, or Halloween. And next up we've got this creation of Scott Steiner, and the true creator of this is What's the Status #32498, and the hashtags to find this Scott Steiner will be What's the Status. So by downloading this Scott Steiner you get a custom portrait, hidden commentary for Scott Steiner, ring announcement name, it's his My Faction Persona attire, you get new face textures, new body textures, new hair, it has the big power pump entrance and victory, and it also has Wolfpack music and Typhotron, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for Scott Steiner. And then next up we have this creation of the Macho Man Randy Savage, and this is another What's the Status #32498 creation, and the hashtags to find this Macho Man will be What's the Status. So by downloading this Macho Man you get a custom portrait, you get hidden commentary, you get the ring announcement name, you get his My Faction Persona attire, you get the NWO music and trons, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for the Macho Man Randy Savage. And next up we've got this Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and this is another What's the Status #32498 creation, and the hashtags to find this Hulk Hogan will be What's the Status. So by downloading this Hulk Hogan you get hidden commentary, custom portrait, you get the Hulk Hogan ring announcement name, it's based on his My Faction Persona attire, and you get the NWO music and trons, and it can also be set as an alternate attire for Hulk Hogan. And next up we have this creation of Lex Luger, and this is another What's the Status #32498 creation, and the hashtags to find this Lex Luger will be What's the Status. So by downloading this Lex Luger you get a custom portrait, hidden commentary, ring announcement name, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for Lex Luger. And now we have this Kurt Hennig, and once again it is What's the Status #32498, and the hashtags to find this Kurt Hennig would be What's the Status. So by downloading this Kurt Hennig you get hidden commentary, custom portrait, ring announcement name being Kurt Hennig, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for Mr. Perfect. And then finally we have this creation of DDP, and yes, it might be the 3rd one we've looked at today, but we've saved the best till last, and it is another What's the Status #32498 creation, and the hashtags to find this DDP will be What's the Status. So by downloading this DDP it includes custom portrait, commentary for DDP, ring announcement name, removal of hair, and it can also be set as an alternative attire for DDP. It is required that you have the WCW pack though to download this DDP. And there you have it, so those are the new WC creations off the community creations that you need to download. Please in the comments below let us know which creation you thought was the best today. If you're new to watch TheMan Games and you haven't already, please think about subscribing to the channel. If you already have subscribed, make sure you've got those notifications turned on, and then you'll know when our next video goes up on the channel. You can find us on social media, there is links in the description below. There's a link to sign up to our newsletter, a link to become a member, and a link to find us on TikTok. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.